Hello, GCC, and welcome to another Employer Spotlight brought to you by Career Services. My name is Lori Hinao, and I'm the Program Advisor with Glendale Community College's Career Services. And I'm joined today by my coworker, Dakota Weber. Dakota, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dakota Weber, and I work at Career Services at GCC. I do our event planning and our social media coordinating.
And today, thank you, Dakota. And today we are excited to speak with Jennifer Adair with Catholic Charities and learn about the organization and what it has to offer. And just really quick, a note for our viewers, please feel free to drop any questions that you might have for our guest. You can put them in the comment section and we will get those questions asked for Jennifer. Okay, let's get started. Jennifer, can you please introduce yourself and what do you do at Catholic Charities?
Yes, thank you. Hi, thank you so much for having me. So Catholic Charities Westside Head Start, who we are, oh, sorry, I have to be on the screen. Maybe. Catholic Charities Westside Head Start and Early Head Start programs provide comprehensive and early childhood education through a holistic approach by working with the whole family. So we serve a variety of individuals as well as children, expectant mothers, children that are ages 0 to 5, so birth to 5, children with special needs, foster care, and homeless families. Sorry about that. Families that meet the below income eligibility. Let me go back to that. We actually also, they don't necessarily have to be below income eligibility, but this is just an overview of all of the individuals that we serve. And I'd like to show you a little video about what you can see inside one of our Westside Head Start classrooms.
Take a look inside a Westside Head Start classroom, and you'll quickly see that we are educating our children in an effective and innovative way. It's much more than the content of the curriculum that is important. Critical areas of focus, like relationships and routines, are all intended to...
I have no idea what just happened. I am so sorry. So we're going to go back. I had trouble with this yesterday, so I was hoping it would be okay today.
No problem.
We'll skip this. So basically, the Westside Head Start classrooms, like I said, have a holistic approach. We really listen to the children. We advocate for the children and working with families as well. Everything is intentional in our classrooms, and the teachers, when they're working, oh, looks like it's gonna start back up. My apologies. Working with...
Take a look inside a
I guess we can
both
go.
walk in to greet the teacher.
We'll keep going, I'm so sorry.
This simple interaction allows parents to communicate how the child's morning is going, or any other circumstances that may impact the day. Parents will even share positive achievements they are seeing at home because of Head Start. Simple tasks like washing hands, gathering utensils, and serving their own food help to develop fine and gross motor skills while establishing healthy eating habits. Predictable routines and structure allow a child to feel safe in the classroom. The space is intentionally designed for quick and smooth transitions from one activity to the next, causing less interruption and confusion for the child. Less interruption means less anxiety, and less anxiety means more capacity for learning. A variety of spaces for learning and play are in a Head Start classroom. Children are encouraged to choose the station where they will start their day. Classrooms also have designated space for a child to regulate and talk about their emotions. Children are taught how to recognize their own feelings, manage their own behaviors, and have empathy for others, leading to healthier relationships and responsible decision-making. Not only are these skills needed to stay focused in school, but they're also necessary for the development of a healthy and balanced individual. These are just a few examples of what makes a Westside Head Start classroom different. Everything here serves an important purpose: to prepare a child for a lifelong love of learning.
Well, that's great.
Thank you. I'm going to stop sharing now. So yeah, that's just a little bit about what it looks like when you're in the classroom.
Okay.
Take a look inside.
Technology is going to be
Westside Head
the
Start
death of me today. Okay, so sorry.
No problem.
Great. Well, we'll go ahead and ask some questions just to kind of help out with getting the students to know more about what you're hiring for.
Yes.
Can you tell us about some positions and what recruitment is like at your company?
Yes, so we are hiring for a variety of positions here at Westside Head Start. Everything from program aides that help in the classroom, we call them kitchen aid or custodian work. We have assistant Head Start teachers and Head Start teacher positions that we hire for. We are also hiring for child development specialists that work with the teachers. So they're kind of there along with them, helping them out in the classroom and helping them out where they need, maybe with behaviors, things like that. We do also recruit. So our company exists and is part of the Head Start program. So we encompass everything. So we'll have behavioral health coaches, we have education managers, but those are just a few of what I'm currently recruiting for. So assistant teachers, program aides, and a child development specialist.
Great. I know that the organization has partnered with Glendale Community College for years, in the past. Can you tell us or tell our students what the hiring process is like for the organization?
So for the hiring process, we do have a few requirements for our positions, and that's one of the reasons why we partnered with Glendale Community College, because for our Head Start teacher positions, we do require at least an associate's degree with early childhood education as a focus. We do look for those individuals that, if they have their bachelor's degree in early childhood education, but as long as they have those early childhood education credits, we do look at those as well for teacher positions. Our assistant teacher positions, we don't look for those to necessarily have a degree, but that are enrolled in pursuing maybe their associate's degree in early childhood education, or if they're working to pursue that certificate of development associate, so the CDA. If they possess that, that's great. We, that just helps them with what they're doing in the classroom. So again, those two positions do have some of that education requirement with them.
Great.
Yeah, are these all full-time positions, or do you have some part-time positions available?
So yes, absolutely. Our full-time positions are teachers and our assistant teachers, child development specialists, and so on. Our program aide position, however, is a part-time position. So that position works about 30 hours a week. Usually they're assigned to so we have 40 classrooms throughout the West Valley, Avondale, Glendale, Peoria, Buckeye, Tolleson. But that program aide is assigned to one of the classrooms. And some of the classrooms are AM, PM, and some of the classrooms have a full day. Some of them are what we call duration sites, so they're a full day. So that program aide works in that classroom with food preparation, with cleaning, sanitizing. We just got new sanitizing machines called Zono machines that you actually put the items into. I don't know if anybody's seen those. They're amazing. You put the items in and it sanitizes it and comes out clean in 30 minutes. So they're working diligently with that, and then assisting the teachers with the children throughout the day. but those are 30 hours, less than 30 hours a week, from about 8:30 to 1:30 is the timing on that.
How big are the classrooms?
So our classrooms are quite small, actually. Our early Head Start classrooms, which are the kiddos that are toddlers and or 1-year-old and 2-year-olds, we have no more than 8 children in that classroom with 2 teachers and a program aide. Our Head Start classrooms, depending on what I guess you could say site they are assigned to, so whether or not they have in a full day site or whether they are just the part day AM PM, they would have, we could go up to 20 in that classroom with a teacher, 2 assistant teachers, and a program aide. So there's a really good ratio between teachers and children.
Great. What type of candidates or what skills are ideal for these positions?
So what I look at is depending on the position. So a program aide position can come to us with as little as 6 months experience working maybe in a childcare setting. And maybe, you know, the skill set for that would be, you know, a desire to help and to assist in the classroom with the children, as well as cleaning, working with the food, and maybe a desire to learn more and you know, go from a program aide to an assistant teacher position. Our assistant teacher and our teacher positions, like I said, we do have that education requirement. However, we are looking for teachers that have a passion about changing lives of the children and the families that they reach. So those people that you know, have been in the classroom before, maybe, you know, for years at a time, and now they've decided they wanted to pursue that degree and move farther along and be compensated for that. So
great. Yeah, the organization, I mean, it's doing so much for children and families. It's, you know, I guess the person really needs to have that passion to want to assist the families. What are some valuable tips that will help our students prepare for these opportunities?
So the process actually is they would go onto our online portal and apply through Catholic Charities az.org through the volunteer and career site, and really just having a conversation with me at the beginning of it, and then going through the interview process is virtual right now. But I think the tips would be, you know, just having their resume showcasing their experience in the childcare center or childcare field, I should say. And even if they don't have that, sometimes I'll see a cover letter that will talk about having, you know, or wanting to job change or career change. And those cover letters can be important, and they can, you know, upload those on the application site. But just having and speaking to that will catch my eye, definitely.
Great. I'm glad you mentioned cover letters because it's really important, and we try to emphasize that with our students. So thanks for bringing that up. I have a kind of a funny question for you.
Of course.
Can you share a funny story during the hiring process cycle that will help our students understand what not to do when they are in the stage of the process?
Yes, I actually have a funny story. So in that process, so putting their best foot forward, even at the, you know, at the phone call with me, I can be very laid back and have a, you know, conversation, a casual conversation ahead of time because I'm getting to know that person. But I had somebody who I was talking to on the phone, and I get it. It's the pandemic. We're virtual, and you know, things are happening all around us. But in the middle of my call with them, they another phone was ringing, so they put me down and then answered their phone and kind of yelled at somebody that they were talking to about something. And so I kind of like, you know, that just kind of showed a little bit of, you know, what not to do. Just make sure that you are in a quiet place, maybe even for that conversation. I've talked to, potential applicants that have been in their car, not driving, of course. And, that's fine too. They'll ask, is it okay if I talk in the car? Yeah, absolutely. Like, I totally get it. But just making sure that they have uninterrupted, time, putting their best foot forward.
Yeah, we do promote that, by the way, like some quiet time, no distractions, no phone calls. So yeah,
Yes.
that's
Watches off, phones off, other, things going on around them off. So, like I said, though, I'm very casual with my initial call with them, but once I get to the interview process, it is virtual, like I said, right now. And, so I don't really have any funny things happen, because I do prepare them to know that, quiet place. We don't care if it is in your car, just make sure you're obviously not driving. Safety first, and that it is quiet and you can hear and talk and answer questions. That's really what's most important.
great tip. Dakota, do you have any questions?
No, I think we kind of covered everything. I really hope that some of our education students and our behavioral health, psychology, social work, all those students really consider applying to these positions. And I just think it's a really great opportunity. And obviously it's on the west side, which is perfect for our students. There's not always opportunities in our area. And so I think it's just a really great opportunity. So thank you so much for sharing.
Of course.
I do have one question for you. I wanted to save this for last. Is there anything else that you would like to share with our students about the organization?
I just want everyone to know that Catholic Charities is, and there's 22 organizations underneath Catholic Charities. I represent Westside Head Start, and we are the largest of those 22. But every single person that you meet within our organization has a passion and a commitment to changing lives and making a difference. And there's something to be said about working in an organization like that, because we're all for one goal, and that is to change children's lives, take them from maybe an opportunity where they wouldn't otherwise have that opportunity to go to school, have exposure to crayons and puzzles and outside playground equipment to really explore their capabilities and enhance that learning. So I would definitely, because obviously we're nonprofit, definitely consider the fact that we exist to, and I'll say it over and over again, to change the children's and families' lives, to give them an opportunity that they may not necessarily have.
That's awesome.
And one thing I'd also like to mention, I'm so sorry, we are having 2 upcoming job fairs on site, in person, obviously masks and 6 feet apart as much as we can, in April. So April 21st, our job fair will be at Old Buckeye, which is on, so I can let you know, it's on Center Avenue, so 113 East Center Avenue in Buckeye, and that will be in the morning from 8 to 12. So come on down and meet us. We'll have an opportunity for them to get on a computer and fill in an application right there and have pre-screening interviews. The other one is April 30th. I don't want to rush it. April 30th. And that one is going to be at a school called Messendeck. It's going to be on April 30th. And that address is 5535 North 67th Avenue. And that one's from 9 to 11:30. So we're partnering with our family support services, and they will be handing out food. And we will also be recruiting at that site, and they will be able to come on in and do the same thing, apply online, pre-screen, but another job fair going on then as well.
Great. Yeah, that's great. We will promote that to our students as well. We will make sure that we send those 2 events to them. So thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Well, again, Jennifer, thank you so much. This pretty much concludes our interview. Thank you for sharing your opportunities, that you have at Catholic Charities. And for our viewers interested in applying to these positions, we can assist with resume and cover letter reviews, interview prep, any other assistance that you may need during the application process. So you can head over to our website, which is linked in the description, and schedule an appointment with one of our staff members.
Yes, and as always, remember to follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and of course YouTube. So go over and check us out and make sure you're following us to stay up to date on our events.
Thanks, Jennifer, so much for spending some time with us. We enjoyed learning about the organization.
Thank you so much for having me, and I look forward to meeting some of your students.
Great, thank you.